Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Nerd BS. I'm Alan, and this is episode 14 of season 4. We're on the 14th of July, and I'm joined by some wonderful people, Kyle and Chris.
Hello.
So, how's it going, guys?
Hello there.
Exciting.
It was good. Good
So-
weekend. Good to be here.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're semi-regular again. Right? It's
Yes.
like a good healthy bowel. Right? We're almost regular again. So it's
Good.
nice. I know we didn't record the cast, but we did do our Tiny Tina's thing. So we're
Good.
flowing a little bit. So it's nice.
Mhm.
Like in our flow state. It was kind of like, what was it? It's almost been like
A little
a
backed up.
year. It's been a while because there was a one point in time we had did like 10 or 12 in a row. It was like amazing. Like we were
Yeah.
cooking. There was a point, it was a while ago, but we were cooking. So it feels
Mhm.
like we got that flow again. I think summer helps quite a bit too as well, but it's nice. It's nice to be regular in all aspects of life. Consistency.
Always
Consistency
nice
is
to be regular.
Yes.
Your doctor would tell you.
Agreed.
Sure.
Absolutely.
But for sure, sure. Yeah, I mean, I know you guys. Well, I don't know about Kyle. Kyle's got, I mean, work now. How much of a break you're having right now, Kyle? I know I'm.
It's been,
This is like the busiest time
been
for
so
me
far.
right at this moment. So I'm like, but
I'm literally working right now.
I was literally like directing the camp, if you will, as people texting
Yeah.
me and asking questions.
Yeah, I believe you. I've been on having a good break. I do start technically next week working for the video game shop called Retro Gorilla, so I'll be a little bit more busy, but still got a couple weeks left of summer, and we had stuff planned out. I had to block those dates out, so looking forward to the next couple of weeks before summer winds down, and then the real heat comes in August, September.
It's been the real heat. It's been very warm for me
It's
in the
been so
80s
nice
up
over
here.
here.
I've been dying with the heat.
Weird.
Yeah, it's just
The
it's
valley.
awful.
The valley
But-
has been nice.
How's it been? What are you guys at? What are you sitting at? 100, buck 10?
No, like 90 tops.
Oh, that's
today.
not bad. Sarah
Yeah.
went down today, but she wasn't all the way where you guys were. So, but like the Redlands there, it seems she said it was about 100, 105.
Really?
Maybe,
Yeah,
guys got
maybe
lucky.
we got that wind in the valley. I don't know.
yeah, potentially. Yeah. But that
I
Donkey
spent
Kong
the
game
last
comes
5
out
days in
tomorrow.
Vegas. Oh.
Oh yeah, you were in Vegas. What was that? A big bake?
Yeah.
Baked, right?
Landed.
Oven?
It was 116. I think
Oh
the
my God.
lowest it got was like 107 one day. It was
But-
easily 90 every night. You know, waking up at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
to go over to
oh,
the
I
convention
hated
center.
that.
It was already 90 degrees. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was,
God.
it was easily every day, like
Hurts.
112.
I just
10
hated
every day.
even the nights were hot, where you're like, hey, I'm gonna, because I'd be in the casinos till the sun goes down. You're like, oh, it's nighttime. It'll be nice and cool out there. And you're like, not even
Nope.
close.
And
That's
that
nice.
dry heat too, that
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
oven heat, make you feel it, make you feel good.
We
I'd
have
rather do that
some,
than
according to weather, we have
humidity.
actually some like
East
50% humidity coming up too. I don't know about you guys. I just know that up here, we got rain coming.
I hope not. No,
Yeah.
not really.
Not really?
Yeah, it's the oven dries that up real quick
Okay.
down here.
Well, it's wonderful. It doesn't get humid often up here, but when it does, not fun.
Yeah, agreed.
But anyways, what I was getting at was that I don't know what. Are you guys interested in that Donkey Kong game that's coming out, the new one for the Switch? I know you got rid of your Switch, Kyle. Is this gonna be the one that brings you back? Wanna just asking about it. My son's excited for it. He kept talking to me about it.
Yeah. Did he pre-order it?
I don't know. To be completely honest,
Or-
I'm not sure.
Oh.
He was talking about it, but I wasn't like I never
Yeah,
got a confirming answer if it actually happened.
Hmm. Yeah, I was very interested in it when I had the Switch 2, but that was a month ago, and I was like,
You got rid of the Switch 2
Changed.
already?
"What's that?"
You got rid of the Switch 2 already?
Yeah, I thought we talked about it. I sold it
Did we?
to Sky.
Yeah,
Oh.
my
I
son
wanted
bought.
one.
As I do with any
Dang.
of my video game, my retro games, or even anything, I text Kyle if I'm looking for something because his eyes are always out. So I figured if he grabs it, it's awesome. And I think he
That's
said he
it.
was done with it, right?
Well, at the time I
Now-
had Mario
now-
Kart, and I was done with Mario Kart, and then I was like, well, it's a month away for Donkey Kong, and I am excited for it. It does look very good, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna watch people play it, you know, like I did with Mario Odyssey, and I'm sure it'll be great. But I'm in no rush. I have Game Pass. You know, I'm on my Game Pass adventure right now, so I wouldn't have time when it comes out. But I'll watch someone stream it, check it out. What do you guys think?
I'm excited
wanna
for it.
play
I mean,
it.
not like super excited. I'll give it a shot.
Agreed. I want to, but I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 just for that.
Not for that. Yeah,
Like,
he's not Mario.
No,
I love Donkey
thanks.
Kong.
Oh, Mario.
He's not Mario or Link. So maybe this is his time, though. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it's that good
Wait, do you think?
where he becomes that level.
I don't think anybody could ever get that level. I think Mario's kind of got that. He's already there.
Well, yeah,
Too late.
maybe not Mario.
Yeah,
It's too late. Can't catch
late
him.
for that. Can't catch him.
Well, maybe Zelda status at least. Maybe you can get to there. You know,
Maybe.
Zelda
never
status,
Animal
maybe.
Crossing though either.
Oh, yeah, well. I
I
just.
don't know what's that.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Jeez.
never
Man,
catch
I
up.
touched a
Huh?
sensitive.
Maybe
You
I was
that
more
sigh.
dramatic than I thought. I wasn't trying to be that dramatic. Oh my god, I can't. I don't want to hear about Animal Crossing again. So sick of it. When's the next one coming
Well,
out?
didn't they? Yeah, they never. Didn't they promise a lot more on Animal
I don't
Crossing that never
remember, to be
happened?
completely honest.
Oh, okay. I've never played it.
The last one was good. It was great. I tried to go back because there was the DLC, and so my family was like kind of interested, and so I tried, and I lasted all about like a 10 minutes to an hour, and I was like, yep, I'm still done with this game right now. Yeah, I'm not starting over, but I'm not gonna just sit in my completely completed town. So, why are you yellow?
I don't know. I hit my light. I've
Okay,
been drinking a lot.
pee
of
filter
carrot
is
juice,
on.
all right?
that's what I'm.
Yeah, it's a filter.
Oh
I don't know. It's
He's
wigging
like
out.
that.
I'm
He's like
just
that guy
gonna
from oh my god, what is? I can't even. Sin City. It's like that yellow guy from Sin City.
see- Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, I hated that guy. They really make you hate that guy.
That was.
That's a good
intended
movie.
purpose. It is,
The,
but
the first one, I like.
I haven't seen.
just
You know,
real
I
quick
never watched the
tangent.
second one. I never watched the
So,
second one.
okay.
I own it, and I still haven't put it
I
on.
remember. Well, here, let me give you a warning. Then I remember I didn't really like it, and at the time I was very much a prude. Still kind of am, but in the second one of the main villains is just topless all the time, female.
Okay.
And I remember explaining this to my brother, and he's like, "Everything you're saying sounds great. Like what?"
Yeah. So
Said
you're
you
saying
hate
it's
it,
your favorite
but-
character, right? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I was like, "No, I didn't like it. That, she's topless half the time." He's like, "This sounds great. What are you talking about? What's the problem?" He's like,
Need to
Just
get
give
you
it a
in a
watch.
commercial.
it just wasn't. Also, just the whole. It wasn't like as fun as the first one, but
Yeah, they really
There's a
captured
lot
lighting in a bottle
about
in
it.
that first one.
They did. I agree.
But that was a sidetrack from Sin City, and you're still yellow. But are you going to be okay to talk about Dredge, apparently, which has been on sale on Steam as well? I keep seeing it. It keeps popping up. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it was popping up a lot. I didn't know it was that good of a game. Or is it a good game? I guess I should ask.
I very much enjoyed it.
What is it?
I didn't complete it, not 100%, but I did finish it. So it's a little indie game where I like to think you're playing as the boat, but you're technically a boat captain that you show up to this little island, and there's like a whole bunch of mystery surrounded by it. Like, hey, the last fishing boat, because you're a fishing boat, came in, crashed, and you got to put all the pieces together. And the mayor's kind of suspect, and everyone you talk to is a little shady. And you go fishing to make money, and then and then this guy on this other island's like, hey, find me these special pieces. I'm looking for this book, and he starts giving you like special powers where you can one's like you can go twice the speed, but if you run it too long, you'll blow part of your engine out, and then you'll just chug. So like you get all these powers, but there's also like a risk reward kind of thing to it. And then, I don't want to spoil it, but you go through the game, you kind of solve the mystery, and there's a lot of lore, surprisingly, for a game where you just play as a boat. But it got me, and I was stuck. And it was one where I could play with the kids around too, because I'm just fishing. I can't play Gears of War when the kids are watching. I could, but
could
my wife would
give them some life lessons,
and they might get a little traumatized on those headshots and the chainsaws. Yeah, chainsaw gun. Yeah. Jwat and JJ, come sit next to me. You're gonna do your first chainsaw. But anyways, Dredge. One of the other things is when you like leave the islands and you kind of go to open waters, like without warning, giant sea monsters will be swimming by you in the ocean. And I swear one of them was Godzilla, and I was like, oh, what the? And I had to go even just as a player, I have to find this sea monster. I have to go back to the sea, and everyone's like, don't go out too far. I was like, but I have to see Godzilla if he exists. And then he swallowed me whole. So
did he really?
I highly recommend it. Yeah, he does.
That's awesome. Okay, all right, you're selling it. You're selling it.
Great. Yeah, first time he just swam by like as a warning, like, hey, don't come out too far. And then when I went looking for him, he's like, well, you're done. And so I learned my lesson. But it's just, little stuff like that that's in there. And I don't think it's actually Godzilla because trademark stuff, but it definitely, yeah, it looked like him. And yeah, I don't know if you ever got that feeling. Well, that's the name of the game, right? That Dredge, that feeling. Dredge is actually something to do with the boat, but that feeling of like, oh, there's this giant monster that just swallowed me whole. Like, that's pretty fun when you're playing that game. So, highly recommend if you're looking for an indie game with lots of lore and cool storyline and pretty cool mechanics for a boat game. And yeah, if you get it, I don't know. I'd say it's a $20 game, in my opinion, full price. You can find it on sale. Or get Game Pass. Just saying. So I completed that one.
Awesome.
I finished that one. And then I started Expedition 33, which I'm slowly going through that. I'm taking my time on that. I love it. It's definitely my game of the year so far.
I keep hearing that. I kind of wish I wish I would have picked it up because of how popular it is. Even though I'm like, it's like one of those games we were talking about earlier. I'm waiting for a sale, and there has been like little ones, but it's only like 10%.
Yeah,
like 10% sales.
Yeah, yeah. It's a $50 game, right? Full price.
I know.
I think that's worth. every penny. And if you're waiting for the physical restocks, they have been going in and out, but the physical games have been selling out like crazy.
Yeah, look into that.
So I'll probably get a physical copy of it once I'm done with it on Game Pass, just so I can have it in the future. I like it that much. So I'm taking my time with that one. I'm trying to learn the parry system. I will admit I'm not good at it, so that's
Just
another
tanking
risk
all the
reward.
hits, right?
Yeah.
Tanking everything.
So I kind of got to just dodging because at least I don't take the damage. But I want to just parry because you could beat the game in half the time if you parry everything. But and then the other game that just got me like today, like it just hooked me today, was Balatro. I was like, I need for my Game Pass, adventure. I had to play at least 15 minutes of Xbox a day before midnight. So I was like, well, I'll just hop on Balatro. That's quick, 15 minutes. What could go wrong? And then like an hour and a half later, my wife's like, hey, we're gonna go out to dinner. And I'm like, oh, about that. My back went out again. Can't. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. But like, Balatro got me, man. I get it now. I think Alan, you've played it. Chris, I don't know if you've tried it.
Nope. No, I have not.
Yeah,
It's great.
I haven't got super far, but it is fun. And
Yeah.
my I have a brother-in-law who's also
I
really
beat
into it.
the first deck I beat. I think the red one. That's it. Like I actually got through all the antes and
Nice.
everything. On that note, though, Chris, you were just at Vegas? Did you hear they're adding Uno to the casinos?
So many people are going to be fighting in casinos. I don't understand how that's going to work. I don't understand. I
It's
just
just-
thought that was a good idea, but a bunch of people had to sign off on that. Like, you have to go to a gambling, the commissioner. People have to
Yeah.
put like the rules, how they're going to make money on it, how they're going to gamble.
I'm
Like, there's a
curious.
whole, like, somebody
Yeah,
went
what
in
the
there with a
rules?
full-on 20-page dissertation on how this is going to work out. And then a bunch of people voted on it and said, "Yup, let's do it." Like
We can
that's
make-
how
we
that
can
happened.
make money
Like,
on it, so
yeah, like you don't just say this is what we're doing, and it's not just one casino, right? Like multiple casinos had to say yes, we're doing it. Multiple people in that like governing board of gambling and gaming commission, and how we make money, what we can and can't do, and how like a bunch of people said yes, let's run it.
do it.
And I
Yeah.
can't imagine this is the first time a card game like Uno or something has been brought to the table and got shot down. But for whatever reason, whoever pitched it this time did it so elegantly, they go, "Son of a
Right.
bitch, I'm in." It's like, wait, what?
What rule did they kind of change or tweak to like get it through? Like I'm so curious.
But I promise you that next time in Vegas, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you better.
I am absolutely doing a hand or two of gambling of I don't know, Uno Supreme or Uno Ultimate, or I don't know even what you would call it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So
The
doing it.
memes have been so good of just people with the blank dead stare as they get 3 draw 4s played on them in a row from the house. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
I don't
that's what's gonna
understand,
happen.
man. Like people are already angry, and the drinking, that game. There's not very many gambling games outside of like, I guess blackjack is kind of against each other because you could potentially take someone's card, right? But that is deliberately against each other. Like you're playing against the other players.
right.
Yeah, that's
what I
what's
mean? Like,
crazy
you're-
about it, because that's what like blackjack is. You're against the dealer, so at least you're against the house.
House, so to speak. Yeah.
And it's even with like poker and stuff. It's usually everybody's kind of against the dealer, but still, I don't know. It's rough. I can't see it either. I can't see it. Can't see it.
I
Don't
know.
even want to
I
experience
agree,
it.
but I want to. I want to see
I
that
don't
on
want to.
ESPN 8. The Ocho.
The Ocho.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can't wait for
All
that
right.
world's championship of Uno.
Well,
So play
I guess
Velastro instead if you don't want to gamble real money.
my brother-in-law has been really into poker recently, specifically like Texas Hold'em. I think that's what most people that are like. I think it's the most popular version of poker now is Texas Hold'em. That's what he's into, and I will say Balatro is a good way to brush up on at least knowing what hands are, hands exist. But
Yeah. Well,
yeah, Grounded 2. It's coming out
Yes.
soon, Chris.
End of the month, I believe.
29th. 29th.
I went on vacation. I disappeared. I'm back now. Yeah, yes, it is the end of this month. It should be. And it's going to be exciting because what they were telling us is that the first game, when they put it out, it was, what's it called? Beta or alpha or whatever the heck it was. I forget what they call it, but it was so small. Like they didn't have a lot of mechanics built out into the game. So they basically put the game out and people play tested it live, so to speak. And they built the game around the community. Like they would do, I think they started off with monthly updates, then it became like bi-monthly updates, and but it was all driven by the community and what they wanted to see and active feedback. So they were going to take all of the stuff they took from the first game, all these cool systems and stuff like that, and throw it into the next game. So you're already going to get a pretty complete game in Grounded 2, just that the map and the story and the development and the new stuff they want to add will be added to the game. What they were also saying is that the first section of the map that you're getting for Grounded 2 is the same size, if not bigger, than the entire map of Grounded 1, which took, 4 years for us to get the entire map in completion. So just to think about how big Grounded 1 is, and then knowing Grounded 2 is going to be, from the beginning, already that size, and then they're going to add multiple equal to same size, so it's going to be like 3 times the size of the original map, and the original map is quite large. So just to understand that perspective, and them taking all their knowledge of how they use the community to build their game, and a lot of what they're adding to the new game is what they wanted to add to Grounded 1. So like all the different mechanics and stuff, so they just continue to build off what people already want. So it's not like people who played the game are getting something new. It's like you're just getting what you wanted. We found a way to make another game, get more money. I don't know if it's just a money grab, but we found a way to expand on what everyone's already wanted. So here you go. And we're going to increase and add on to the lore and the world that is, Grounded, because there's a lot of outside lore and fan theories about what's going on in that community. It's why they're being shrunk down again. It's like, how do they end up doing this all over again? I thought we were done. So they're doing a really good job. But again, it's Obsidian, and they always do great RPGs, and they always have great worlds and story building stuff. So for them to even just bring another universe to life, it's super cool. And I'm super excited. And thank you for reminding me, because now I have 14 days to beat the first one.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet.
When do you beat it? You haven't beat it, or are you gonna start over?
I'm gonna start over, and I'm gonna beat it.
Gotcha.
So I've never beaten the game. Out of all the time I've pumped into the game, I've never beat it. Well, because I spend 90% of the time just homesteading, enjoying being in an environment, building houses and bases. That's what I enjoyed.
I remember. I got the tour. You guys and Breezy were so excited to show, here's our pagoda. It's 3 levels tall. Or was it more? I know it was at least 3.
The pagoda is 5 stories.
It's
and they're matching. They're side by side. They're on the pond. We got a castle, a huge castle, probably one of my best builds ever created, in any game ever. We got the bird bath. We have the original. There's a lot of stuff going on. So 90% of that game for me was just building something and collecting the materials to build. Yeah, and then as we were doing it, we did so much as the game was still being built, and each, every couple of months they would add on like, okay, this is the next chapter of the game, next chapter of the game, next chapter of the game. And by the time they got to, okay, the game has an ending, we already had moved on to another game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we
they took
were-
a while. It took a
They
long
did.
time with it. Yeah.
They did. And we had played since day one of the beta. We were like beta testers, like since day one. So we had put so many hours into the game that by the time they finished it, it was like we already had 500 plus hours, just hundreds of hours into the game of just enjoying the game for what it is, not needing the story, like just enjoying the sandbox of it all.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely sandbox. Is
Absolutely.
that like one of the things you'd want them to change is maybe like the speed at which they add to the number 2?
when we did the Grounded Direct right after the Xbox little live show, and they did more like focused on Grounded, they had one of the developers that talked about being more consistent and timely with the story being put out. So they do
Yeah,
intend on making it not like, hey, we dropped this game, this year, and then 4 years from now you get the completion of the game. It's like, no, like they want to have
Yeah.
the story flushed out within a timely manner, because I think the original game, you're right, took like 2+ years from when they put the first bits of element of the story to the last bit, like lore, all of it. It took like 2+ years for the entire story to be completed and written and all that stuff. So I don't think they're gonna do that again.
Yeah. It sounds like, yeah. I'm hoping that they have that foundation already built, like you said, from the first one. Not to focus on other stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited too. It'll be on Game Pass, so I'll be able to hop in and just get in your way if you allow me in to the server. And
For sure.
I like the first one, so I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are excited for it, so. 2
Absolutely.
weeks.
Can't wait. And thank you for like you just, that excitement. Now I'm looking at stuff and making sure that it's like, I gotta get a world started. I gotta get rolling. Gotta get rolling. And it shouldn't take too long. I think it'll be 20-hour playthrough, because this is going to be focused, right? Not crazy building, just focused on what needs to be done and moving forward.
Maybe one crazy build.
One crazy build.
Yeah. I just, just to see if I still got it. You know what I mean? It's like,
There you go. Yeah.
still got it. No,
That's
I'm
the
excited.
Duncan.
Well, I mean, I know you like to play on your Switch, Kyle, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to play Grounded on. Do you have anything you play Grounded portably? As the Xbox Rogue
Oh.
price was leaked.
Do I?
Do you?
Was it? I play on my
Yes.
phone, but it's awful.
Oh my gosh.
So hear me
Stop
out.
it.
I only play
No.
like Balatro, like when I'm not. at
Electro
home
makes sense.
on the phone. Because yeah, I've tried other stuff and there's no way. It's just I
Right.
can't even get the reload time on Gears of War.
Well,
But anyway, sorry.
okay.
I would like a nice
so
like an official handheld.
yeah, we got enough. Everybody was excited about this official handheld. So we've kind of got the disappointing news that Xbox does feel like it's pulling back out of the hardware game, and we had this portable Xbox that was going to come up, portable Xbox, but then it came out to be just
Right.
another one of Asus's Rogues, or Rogue Ally, but
Mhm.
with an Xbox logo on it. It's definitely a beefier version, but the prices got leaked in Europe on the Europe Asus website. Apparently, they just popped out, and so they popped up, and they are. So it looks like we have a price of, I just had it right here, 599 euros for the base model,
Yeah.
which comes out to $700 roughly, United States dollars.
Yeah.
That's the base
Yeah.
edition. If you want the X edition,
Excuse me?
which is the upgraded version, it'll be 899 euros, which comes out to 1,050 roughly.
Ugh.
That's what we're looking at. These are the these aren't the prices that we've got for the US yet. I have a feeling that at least the higher end one is probably gonna go down to $9.99. And if I was gonna make a guess, and then the base one will be $6.99, just to make it more uniform for the American audiences. It is beefier
Right.
than like a Steam Deck, but the Steam Deck's
Right.
also 3 years old. But I think you can get the base model of the Steam Deck for about I think it's $3.99 now. Have to look at the price of the Steam Deck. I don't have it
Yes.
here right now. Is that accurate? $3.99. I think it's the base edition, the smaller
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
memory.
For a new one.
Yeah, for a new one,
Brand new.
brand
Brand
new,
Yeah.
but not the OLED, the regular base edition of the Steam Deck. So this is what's coming out this
Yeah,
year.
that-
I'm not sure exactly. It's at the end of this year, right? That's what I'm hearing, that it's going to come out. So
That's what they're saying.
yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Is this something you're even interested in? Were interested in, or are not interested in now?
No. And no.
Yeah. I was interested in it. I thought they would go the same way they did with their current consoles, right? Remember the Series S is still $300, brand new, and that's kind of what I figured the handheld would be, because it's probably it's going to be digital only. So I figured maybe they bump it up to 500 for or 6 at the most for the bigger model, or the beefier model. But yeah, there's no way I can justify that, and even to myself,
Yeah.
let alone my beautiful wife.
That's a rough price. I think people are talking. This is the most expensive Xbox that has existed, like price wise. I think
Yeah,
about $700. I don't know how much the Series X was, but was it 700
5.
retail? I don't think so.
5.
Half that?
Yellow again. Yeah, it was half of
Oh
that.
my goodness, that's just nuts. Well, I got the specs right
is.
here. If it makes it any better, I am obviously not interested. I got a Steam
maybe.
Deck. I'm happy with it. I am not going to be getting this, and I wasn't really planning on it anyways. I was curious about it, but yeah, for that price tag, that was definitely sticker shock. I can't imagine it's going to be much cheaper than that, if that's what the European prices are, unless they're going to bring it down. But I can't see it. I can't see it. Ugh.
Agreed.
So-
Agreed. Unless they drop those prices, because there's just already other options. Like
Yeah,
Steam
the
Deck,
Rogue-
or-
Yeah, the Rogue Allies are good. They're decent, devices, but they're the Windows operating systems, which are they're okay. For the handhelds, I hear a lot of people have some issues with them. Whereas the Steam Deck does have its own more of a console-esque operating system. But yeah, that price, I mean, that is rough.
But that's official, or is that still like rumors?
This was leaked on the Asus's personal website. So
okay. Yeah, it's probably not too far off, even if it's not true.
like it was accidentally
weird.
posted. Is what happened. Yeah, but
another weird Xbox move that I don't understand.
well, I don't have. This is feeling more and more like it's just Asus got the rights, to basically put Xbox on their device. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
And now, if it'll be a Steam Deck for me as well, like we've been talking about, where they're putting Steam on.
Yeah, you could put Steam on it because it's Windows based. It can have Steam. It can have Epic. That's why they said it can have all those
But
things,
is it
because it's Windows based. So anything that can go on Windows can just go on it.
Okay.
So
I'm still interested, but they're gonna have to lower the price.
yeah,
There's no way.
I just got the deck, so there's no way I'd be getting it anytime soon. But yeah, and then like 2 years, I think Steam is talking about how they're going to come out with something in about 2 years from now. or announce something. I
Yeah.
don't know about actually come out with something. But because they said they're still fine with their own hardware. So
Yeah, you seem to enjoy it. Seems,
yeah, I'm enjoying it.
it's only 3 years old. I know that can be ancient for some people, but
You're not gonna get the best stuff on it, but that's what you have to buy a computer for. I mean, at the end of the day.
right. Yeah.
But this is, it's got,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you-
It's
what do you-
almost like they want to just help Nintendo at this point, you know?
It does feel that way. It does feel that way. I'll give you that.
Because it's
Like, how
you
are they
could
gonna
buy
compete?
either of ours, but Nintendo's is still 500, right? With that now Nintendo, the Switch 2 is looking even better. When you start
Yeah.
comparing stuff like that.
Switch 2
Because-
just came
Or
out.
PlayStation. The Portal, right? Like that's $200, and it's it's not the same thing, obviously, but
But yeah.
$200 compared to a grand. You could buy the PS5 and the Portal for less
Yeah.
than that. Yeah.
And what is it like to even get like a decent gaming laptop at $1,000? Like, is that
Right.
even applicable? Like, is that a thing?
I mean, I got mine for like 500 on a sale, and it's okay. It does decent.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what does that handheld have in it that warrants $1,000 outside of access to the entire, Xbox lobby and Steam lobby? I
Well,
guess.
it's got the Ryzen Z2 Extreme chip, a 64 gigabytes of RAM, 1080p, 1 terabyte of memory, and
a
adaptive
terabyte.
triggers.
That's it.
Yeah, 1 terabyte. Now that's what my Steam Deck has, but yeah. And then
1 terabyte's
if you
nothing.
get
but-
the
But for
if you get the
1,000,
weaker one, it's 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of memory.
that's
1
crazy.
terabyte is nothing in the gaming industry now. With the way games are created, like there's no way, especially with all
Yeah,
these
and for-
cloud-based games. Like no,
For $1,000 too. Like, come on. Like,
one 1 terabyte is the best you could do for a grand.
yeah.
1 terabyte.
Wild.
Hmm.
So I mean, this is still just rumors. So maybe they did it on purpose just to get everyone riled up, and then when it's only $800, we're like, well, we were way off. It wasn't 1,000; it was 800. Yeah.
Whoops. Held the 0 button down a little too long.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then but oops, tariff. So that's actually 900. So
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I wasn't super. I knew it was going to be high. I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I was
Right.
expecting that.
and it's like you're so late to the party again, right? Like the Steam Deck,
Well-
the Portal, the Switch. Like, where's the market for this? Like,
So-
who's really interested in that?
Yeah, this is basically an upgraded version of the Rogue, the Asus, whatever, the Rogue Ally. Just in the next generation. This now just has an Xbox
Okay.
slapped on it.
They just
So it's what-
yeah. Which,
Yeah, it's all it is.
it's bringing. We're talking about it, and we never have talked about this stuff in depth before. So it's getting that attention that they want at least. But yeah, I hear you. It's just again, Xbox is late. Not so much.
Yeah.
Asus who's making it. It's it's just Microsoft.
Xbox.
Like, yeah, maybe we should get in the portable game. Like, dude, where were you when the PSP was out? That was the time. PSP and the DS, like, that's when he should have thrown something out there. But oh well.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't really care what these companies do anymore. Just make some good games, please.
That's the
That's-
hope.
I don't care what the hardware is anymore. Just give me some decent games.
Well, I think Xbox announced a bunch of games, right? So we got some stuff coming. I know Grounded 2
We
is
did. We
it's
talked
one of their
about it.
titles. And yeah, we've talked about it. So that's good.
But we'll see. We're still like, they better be good. It could all be bad. So could Donkey Kong.
That is true. That is
So-
true. It could all be bad.
There's a world where they're all just terrible for whatever reason. Anyways, I'll get off. I jumped on the soapbox a little early there. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Well, I mean,
just why is it I don't want to say it's becoming extremely expensive, but it feels like gaming's becoming more. It's hard to be a casual gamer now, right?
Yeah.
And the idea that the way our games come in and out of, I want to say importance, but like games are like fads now. A game is really, really good for a month or two, and then you're over it. You go back to your bread and butter, and then you wait for the next thing to hit, right? But you're not buying games to have staying power. You're buying games because it's the next coolest thing for the first 3 weeks of it, and then you move on. 3 weeks, you move on. 3 weeks, you move on. Everyone always talks about how they have that 1 or 2 games that they always can fall back to, and that's like their filler, their safe space, their safe game. But when you start talking about games shooting up to $80, it's like, dude, $80 for
Mario Kart?
20, yeah, for a game that has a story that's going to give you 20 hours of playtime. Like, I don't know about dropping $80 for 20 hours of playtime. Don't get me wrong, like $80 for like a game like Apex where it's constant replayability. I get it, right? I play for 100 hours, I got my money back. But a lot of these games come out where these stories are lackluster or decent, right? Like you said, you were talking about Expedition 30 or 33. It's a decent game, right? But that's one story game in the last however many that's come out in the last 4 years.
And it's technically a budget title. It's $50.
Like extreme budget title. Like they're probably kicking themselves like, crap, we could have charged more. It's like, absolutely. And we all would have paid it.
But I think, I don't know the backstory on that one. I'd love to know more. But I think that they made this game because of the trend. They're like, hey, we can make a cheaper game that's just as good. And we don't need to like, you know, gouge your wallet. I think that was part of why this team made this game. Was to combat that. Because I know one of the people working on it like worked for Ubisoft at one point. So there are some heroes out there. And don't quote me on all that. I don't know if that's the exact reason, but I thought it was. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I've heard stuff like that too, Kyle. I don't have all the information.
Yeah. Okay. So I should look into it because I'm curious. But yeah, Chris, sorry to interrupt you, but there is like a niche group that's trying to kind of combat that trend of just, you know, maximizing profits over
quality.
You know,
yeah,
just like yeah.
I hate to bring up the, you know, beat a dead horse too, but Larian Studios as well. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, that whole saga made a big deal about that when they were winning awards. That you don't need to keep charging for stuff. Like you can just make a good title that comes out that's fully made, ready for people.
Yeah, yeah, just to
do just fine.
Driven game.
Yeah,
like you were saying, Chris, it doesn't have to be. What are they called? It doesn't have to be Fortnite, basically, right? Which a lot of companies shifted that way, and
the live service. Like, how can I continue to squeeze as much juice out of this grape as possible?
Right, which has hurt Sony. If you look at some of their games, like Concord, we've talked about, they just outright canceled it. You know, and maybe in the long term, like with Baldur's Gate and Expedition, they're not making nearly as much money, right? And as some of these live services have. But you're building a company with a reputation that in the long run could, you know, you're going to have fans that are going to buy whatever, as long as you're making decent games. So
I would agree with that, because like you said, with the Concord, it wasn't just the game went down, the whole studio. Now they're not making any money. It's like, look at you. You try to make a bunch of money, now you're not making anything. Right. But then again, you're talking about games like that are having these crazy live services, but we're talking about systems like Call of Duty. The game wasn't built that way. The game was built back in the day where you got one game, you got a story mode, and then you got the multiplayer, and that was it. Whatever you and the best part about Call of Duty back in the day is that you could earn just about everything just by playing the game. That was it. That was the whole game. You would grind the weapon skins, you would grind the badges, grind the little like nameplates simply by playing the game. And they built such a strong foundation so that when they started doing the live service, people kept buying it. It wasn't like Call of Duty started that way. I mean, again, a lot of younger gamers only know Call of Duty with the live service. Like, no, we know Call of Duty and why it's so such a staple is because back in the day, it was sold as a complete game. And when you played the crap out of it, people knew you played the crap out of it. And then when you played the crap out of it and were good, you were able to show people that I play the crap out of it, but I'm also good with all the different things that you were able to show just by being in the game. You didn't have to spend an extra dollar. Like the guy that lived in a mansion in Beverly Hills or the guy that lived down in downtown freaking Chicago. It's like, I could have the same stuff as that guy without having to open my wallet. We both bought a $50 game or $40 game, and it went down to like, I just played the game and I enjoyed it for what it was. It was like the great equalizer, right? Like that game made you feel equal, because if you were good, you were good. If you weren't, you weren't. And if you were good, you're able to show it. And if you weren't good, like you had stats to like, oh man, you got to work on your stats. But those are the companies that are doing all these live services. And then we're talking about companies like the one that made Concord trying to jump into the gaming space with that mindset. Like, we're just going to do a live service games. Like, but you have no fan base. Like, nobody's going to back you because you just made a good game. Even if it's a good game, like, you got to tell us that you're going to take care of us as a community. Like, Call of Duty has rode that wave for so long. I mean, they basically shot themselves in the foot now. They probably should figure something out, but they were able to ride it for so many years. That wave of that, we took care of you, didn't we? Took care of you, didn't we? It's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll buy you again.
Yeah, and they, and maybe Call of Duty needs to go back a little bit the other way or in a different direction, like you're saying. But I would argue with Concord, that's more of Sony, because that was they were under the Sony umbrella, and obviously Sony said we want this, right? And maybe that company just wasn't cut out for it. I mean, I don't know, just the climate of the current gaming market wasn't the right time. They took too long to make it. Who knows? But it does seem like a lot of the companies are like, we need a Fortnite, or we need some sort of live service, rather than let's make a good game. Like, what does that look like? And and Sony does have a good pedigree of that right now with, well, it's been a while, I guess, but like, they have The Last of Us, they have the Spider-Man, well, they got Death Stranding, I guess. At least they have it first. I know that's coming out to PC and stuff, but they have these exclusives that come out first, and I just wish they'd build on that a little bit more. So anyways, yeah, we went into the weeds here.
It was important to poke our head in there, because that's just the nature of.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the nature of the environment that we frequently, exist in. Right, that's our environment, and seemingly every day, just like how Alan stumbled on this crazy sticker price, like every single day, it's like, here's more shock factor. Like, here we go.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
yeah, that's true.
Gaming's supposed to reduce anxiety, not just pile on. It's supposed to be an escape, not just a burden. Like, man, gaming seems like it's becoming a burden to the average consumer, right? The average consumer. And that's the part that sucks. That it's like they're kind of, I don't think it's intentional, but unintentionally, putting a paywall up. Like, it's like gaming's going to become pay to win. Like, gaming in itself is pay to win, and it's starting to look real scary in that way, that you have to think about gaming that way. It's like, it's pay to win.
Yeah, even like collecting used to be a lot more fun, where you go to a thrift store or somewhere and you're like, hey, I found these $5 games, and maybe if you're lucky, they're worth 20. Now you go to the thrift store and they know what they got, right? So now they're charging, $50 for a $30 game, and you're just like, oh, this is not fun, right? Like,
Or even,
it's not
even
fun
worse, they
anymore.
don't even know what they got, but they just assume they know what they have.
They
There's
still
some
try,
crazy price
yeah.
on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Zelda game,
Exactly.
so it's got to be worth a lot. This is a crossbow adventure. It's not worth anything. What are you talking about?
I was wondering what you're going to pick. I was like, that's a tough one, but yeah, the Wii Link's crossbow training, yeah, that was tough. That was
Yeah.
terrible.
All right.
That was a great game.
It's
It was
fine.
so much fun.
No, you're
It's
right.
a fun
It's a fine
game.
game.
It's just,
But
it's just a pack-in
it's
title. I
$5.
don't think it's worth very
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
It's a $5 game, yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for this week, and thanks for joining us. Nerd BS.
RBS.